My brother. Okay, well, if there's anyone, I'm not looking, as always. I don't even know how to get that set up. I'm so logically inept. I don't know how to check how many people I have viewing. I've actually been thinking about getting a third monitor, one monitor, two monitor, and my drawing tablet. Perhaps one day. Hello, my brother. What's going on? Summer's almost over, but I made a promise. Not that one. I'll get these. I'll do Ya Girl up next. Just got home from work, feeling the fire within, the smoldering flame of ambition to get up off my ass and finish drawing things. And there's the man, James. James the Cat Man. Any last minute adjustments you would like to make um I'm gonna pretend like I remember her name. Totally not cheating right now. Kiyoshi. Oh, no worries. Again, this is something I'm perfectly comfortable and want to do. Um, and no, whenever I draw stuff for you guys, quite literally all of you, all the time, are very generous. It's more so me putting a timer on things because I really, it's summer. I wanna get stuff done, for the occasion. Like Puffin and everyone else, you guys always say like, "Oh, take your time." There's always time to draw. It's like, yeah, but there's a lot I want to draw. Speaking of Puffin, yeah, I don't even remember. I don't think you or her even posted it. She made something for you in ArtBud, huh? That is one hell of a cat, man. I remember for D&D, the last campaign my friends and I were playing. My buddy, he was a Leonin, like a lion man, paladin, and my dude was like an outrageous barbarian, like a metal bard, like a Viking bard, and he'd always be like, "God, man, what do you think we should do?" Yet another guy. He has an OC thread in OC's Julius. Can't say his name in a PG-13 space, but I want to do more stuff with him. Currently, Puffin and I are working on stuff for Ellie and Meringue, the dragon lady and the dog lady. Um, this beautiful logo that Puffin thought of, by the way, that I'm gonna work on. Um, yeah, we're currently working on stuff for them, but after that, I kind of wanna. I was thinking about making maybe a comic with Julius. I hail from a village called Hetfield. You might have heard of it. All right, maybe I'll post it in the Discord tomorrow, because there's also that, if you remember that one Cyborg Slayers animation I wanted to do. I still want to do it, but like, sounds like everyone has a weird schedule working on that. Um, so I don't know, maybe I don't know, for like creative endeavors, like big projects, I was wondering if that's something maybe we put in the server, or maybe we just make a new separate server for like big creative projects like that. Because the other thing too is like I don't expect, like I was saying about making stuff the other day or the other week, you shouldn't expect help from anyone else. It should be primarily me working on something, especially if it's something I want to see come to fruition. But you never know. You guys are very interested, maybe even more so sometimes, into what I'm doing. Um, Maybe I should make it open to the public? Question mark. For like writing and coming up with ideas. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is starting this Saturday. I really want to get work on it, because it's happened so many times in the past where I'll be like, I really want to start doing this, or I really want to start doing that. Um, this weekend I really want to put my nose down and get to work on it. And well, we will we'll see. I just want to wait until I actually have something this time before I start announcing it. even though like a lot of you guys um make fan art like without asking to, which again is so awesome. And I don't know, it's weird to like want to wait, but also to like see your guys' active reaction to things. And like who knows, like maybe someone's just like fun sketch like, hey, I wanted to do this, I thought this would be funny, is like, oh wait, I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna steal that now, and I'm totally gonna give you credit, winky winky. Let's see, how is the umbrella doing here? Do I want the umbrella to shade her more? Nah, I'll just go easy mode. That ain't shading nothing. But yeah, Saturday. Or maybe I should just wait until Sunday because tomorrow I work and then I have a party to go to around around 6 or 7. I don't know when. Um, and we will see that. I definitely want to design their guns a little bit because I'm still mid writing. So basically, the high concept for um again Ellie and Meringue is that um my two characters, they run an odd jobs type business. Kind of it's based a lot more so on Ellie, the dragon girl is based off of Devil May Cry. So they're kind of like mercenaries, bounty hunters, handle odd jobs based off of Devil May Cry, and like Gunsmith Cats is the big one. Um, so like Puffin and I have been going back and forth just with like funny ideas. Like the first one is them just like just like a pilot going to get some scumbag bounty hunter type stuff. Then we could have one. Maybe they're hired to they're hired to stop this sea monster or something cool like that. Very much in line with What's New Scooby Doo, if any of you guys remember that. I thought that was like the perfect thing for like setting up premises and stuff. Is like, oh, they're just doing random things and plot begins to happen. Like they get called to somewhere off screen, and then you just bid, you're just in it with them. It's all, the plot's already happening, or maybe they're going somewhere and something happens. Another idea could be like maybe an art heist, or like Ocean's 11 style, or maybe they're trying to prevent an art heist, and then they'll have some type of foil character in their way. Or maybe Halloweeny. They're in a graveyard doing something. Or what was the other one I was thinking of? Or the one I already made. Where is it? Ellie and Meringue in space. Like, I think back to like 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street, whichever one, and you just have like at the end credits just a bunch of like different scenarios. I thought that would be funny just to like make a bunch of different posters just to like have ready and be like, hey, let's use this one. Let's make this idea, you know? But yeah, that's the basic idea. No, no, it is Chris. Yeah. No, dude, you don't gotta be self-conscious about anything. Like, we all really enjoy you and your work, and whenever you feel like interacting with the community, show whatever you want. Show off whatever you want, man. We're all here for support. Yeah, dude, don't worry about like side-eyeing or anything like she's a tabaxi. Dude, I'll tell you right now, straight up, like I'm boring, okay? All of my D&D characters are just humans. Um, and my friends all pick something else. Like, um, my buddy, he picked a an Aarakocra. He's just a bird. My friend I was telling you in the last game, he was a Leonin. Now he's playing as an Aarakocra too. Our one friend is a. Let me just show you our party since I brought it up. Where is it? All right, so like this is our current party, okay? The dude up front is an NPC. You've got my dude in the back with the trident. Our friend, my buddy's girlfriend is the elf girl. She's kind of boring like me. She has trouble being a fantasy character, so she went with an elf in our last game. She was a human. In the game before that, she was a dark elf. Right in the bottom right, you've got a little goblin dude, half orc dude, and then we've got a mammoth, and in the back we've got the two bird dudes. You were nervous at first, and then you posted. Yeah, dude, like no nervousness. Don't be nervous, please. And like, if you guys are worried about like being weird or whatever, like there is a huge line between like, being into anthropomorphic characters or whatever. Like, who cares about that? There's a huge line between that and just being like creepy. Weird is most people. Creepy is you gotta work to be creepy, honestly. So please do not worry about being weird. And even then, like just a helpful tip, like nobody's gonna say anything about it if you don't say anything about it. Most likely. Like if all you post is just furry stuff, like nobody's gonna care unless you start saying like, "Sorry guys, more furry. Sorry, I'm weird. I like furries." It's like, who the fuck cares, man? Just draw what you like. Like even think about like people that like Disney, right? Like if you love Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald Duck, like I'm not gonna call you a furry for that. Like some furry is a very new term, I think, for people. And it comes from all the weird ones. Like there's a huge difference between like, oh, I just think it's fun to draw like anthropomorphic characters and like having a fursuit. Like look at Comfy too. Like everybody sees Comfy post stuff. Like there's a big difference between. I had a long day. I'm trying to get my words right. Okay, there's a big difference between like posting weird shit and just posting like, oh, it's just a character that happens to be a furry. You know, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think. What is it? It's from South Park, the one lady that like got pissed off about people talking about her, and so she told people not to tell about her. The Susan Sarandon effect, I think. I don't know, but like, don't make it weird by pointing out that you're worried about people thinking it's weird. You know, like what you like, and don't be weird about it. Don't out yourself. Basically, it's not weird until you make it weird. You know. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe. Maybe it does. Like especially on my server again with Comfy Cow, like no one's gonna look at your stuff and be like, "You furry!" Like just like if you like drawing that stuff, just draw it. And rule number one of the internet in general is like if you're not doing anything wrong, then you know you shouldn't care what other people think. Yeah, the Streisand effect. Barbara Streisand. If you tell people not to pay attention to something, they're gonna pay attention to it. I don't even know who Barbara Streisand is. All I know is she's famous for screwing herself over by getting pissed off at South Park. Furries too. Like the only reason it's fun to make fun of furries, like I used to make a lot of fun of furries, and I still do, but like it's all in good fun. Um, like I don't actually think you're less of a person for for drawing stuff like that. Um, and plus, like you drawn like even several furries. I don't think that necessarily qualifies you as a furry. I think when most people think of furry, they think like people that go to the conventions and like wear the suit. Um, where am I going with this? Like the only oh yeah, the only reason like it was a big thing and people like making fun of those kind of people. It's not the ones that just draw the stuff. It's the weird ones that, do all the fetish stuff. It's like with any community on the internet. Like this is a bad example, but bronies, like nobody cares about a closeted brony. People care about bronies that are like, you know, the weird ones. Like the ones that went to BronyCon and like the creator of the show told them to shut the fuck up. You're being weird. I don't even know what the exact quote was, but yes, would you like to comment on the sexual tension between Pinkie Pie and Applejack? Sir, get the fuck out. The jar ones. That is a good and brief example that we will not be delving into. I'm here to say in front of everyone, it is perfectly normal to like My Little Pony for a grown man. It's like, know your audience is all I'll say. Anyway, let's move on to this perfectly normal, not Gunnar bait drawing that I'm drawing. I mean, I feel like that doesn't really count. Like, don't most. I feel like Living Tombstone is like actually a good, like songwriter. Now I'm curious though. What is this song called? Living Tombstone MLP. It's called Discord. So, did they name him off of the site or vice versa? Is all I'm gonna ask on that. Is it? He has multiple My Little Pony songs. Okay, I think there might. Okay, I think he might be a brony. Eurobeat brony? Is that it? No, no, I know. It's funny. I think Puffin and I were actually talking about this the other day on the Discord. I watched the gamer from Mars. I watch his channel. He did a documentary on bronies, and he like went over like all the controversies and stuff, and mentioned a lot of the characters. So I have like a passing familiarity with the characters. I cannot tell you anything about them. All I know is the gamer from Mars documentary and um the one Creepcast episode about it. This sounds very FNAF core. Honestly, I'm not super into this. Cast mentioned. Yeah, let's listen to that. All right, we're starting our descent into Brony lore. That's right, Hunter. I'm in the podcast too now, retroactively. Oh, hey Isaiah, you're here too, live with me on totally on call right now. The music on your end, I was afraid of that. Yep, it is not going. Wait, hold on. Hold on. How did how did you know I found the song if you couldn't hear it? And why isn't my music working? Okay, well now I don't know what is going on. Commented on it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Anyway.
And you haven't made me do it.
Yeah, hi Isaiah.
Now's the day.
I'm live
So-
in
To be
studio
fair, it
with
did come
you
in with a
guys. Isn't
story
this cool?
called Rainbow Factory, that has some very, absolutely cursed.
That's funny. I thought I made
card on
sure
it.
that the
But then
music
Isaiah
was
said, "Oh,
playing
hey,
this time.
cupcakes
That's
is the,
happened like the
I'm like,
past
if we're gonna
several
do
times.
the classic,
But you're saying that this is the OG My Little Pony horror.
the OOG, yes.
Is there
Like this came out right around the time Jeff the Killer did and stuff like
is
that.
there have you read this before? Or is this just have you just heard of it?
I've read it before because the thing back in the day I remember is I think you were right
Oh,
about a Brony made
is
it,
the video
but
streaming? Now I
everyone
don't
would
know.
say, oh, this story's so scary, it's so creepy. You don't even have to know My Little Pony for it to be scary. And so I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it. And like me, who was afraid of Laughing Jack and Jeff the Killer and stuff, did not find it scary. So I can only imagine
Okay, so
what that means
there's a couple things here. I just want to
for us
I just
now.
want to point this out at the top. All right. So first off, it says we're on fandom.com. We are looking at the title here. It says Cupcakes Original. There's a not safe for work.
Or at least you
title
can.
at the
Yes,
top.
you're
Within
special. You're the only
first
one that can
couple
hear it.
sentences say this is
Don't
the
tell the
original
others.
version of the fanfic Cupcakes. The version posted on here and proliferating the internet, i.e., the one that ends with the Pinkie Pie about to stuff Rainbow Dash's corpse is actually the second version found here. So I guess that leads me, and there's a link to that, Isaiah. Do we want to go with the OG, or do we want to have the one where they spoil the ending?
Yeah, so this is the like short history of it also on
What are you hearing?
mlppasta.fandom.com. I hate my life. The description says the Cupcakes.
These
fan
are two
fic is
fine
thought to
gents
first appear
going
on
over
4chan's image
the
board post
My
sometime
Little
in January
Pony,
of 2011.
Okay.
Though the date of the
creepypasta.
original post remains unknown, a canonical reference to episode 12 in the fan fiction suggests that the earliest possible date was January 7th, 2011.
Okay.
On the Equestria Daily version, I hate myself, the authorship has been attributed
I'm
to
right there with
Sergeant
ya, buddy.
Sprinkles, the earliest archived instance of My Little Pony fan fiction.
I don't know,
is
should I be
Junior
talking
Speed
over
Series
this at
Forever,
parts so it
posted in
doesn't get
January
claimed?
24th, 2011. Okay, so that means, I think that's what this saying is, Cupcakes may not only be the original My Little Pony fan fiction, but the first My Little Pony fan fiction, horror or otherwise, ever written.
I would suggest it's horror because there has to be so much fan. I mean, it could be. I don't know, but
Well, that's what on Equestria Daily.
Yes,
at least,
yes.
on the website. It might
You
be
mean
the
you
first.
don't
According to
frequent
this,
let me ask you this,
Equestria
is there
Daily?
any realm of
What kind of
reality
Brody are
that actually
you?
has some good spooky stuff? Is there any world where that happens?
other than like the fact I have to read it on this podcast, no, I
mean,
don't
it
think
is.
so.
It's a little.
everything I
you know,
remember.
I didn't think that we would go here, but I got to say I'm a little excited, at least, if I'm being honest. And that leads
So,
me to the next
again,
horrifying thing.
this is
which
a judgment-free
be sure to check
zone,
out this podcast
everybody.
on Spotify and Apple.
Have
and Apple
any of
Podcasts on the
you
audio platforms,
actually
and,
watched
check us out there and give us a
MLP?
nice rating. It really does help the show out. And
Because
also, if you want extra episodes,
What
of
we're
this-
listening to
of this
here
awesome
is
show,
the extent
feel free
of
to
my
sign up for our
knowledge.
Patreon. We have, I think, how many? 3 or 4 extra episodes now, and a lot more coming.
And
If
the
you
one
listen to
video
the
of that
show
dude
outside
in
of,
in
just
the
watching it
McDonald's.
here and extra content, feel free to go over there and check it out.
Excuse me, you
Otherwise,
gave me
Isaiah,
the
ready to make a brownie for the
Pinkie
next,
Pie
hour or so?
toy. I wanted the Wango Dash one. I I guess I could just pretend that it's
Your
Wango
silence is
Dash.
so loud.
Thank you all for the support you've shown the show, and
Brony.
this is really cool and all.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about My Little Pony. My sister was into it when she was a kid, but I never
You've
paid
seen
attention.
clips. Your friend is
besides,
also
like
your friend is
throwing her toys
also
across the
into
room.
it. So you've heard some
So,
things.
I know nothing of this,
What have
and
you
I know
heard?
for a fact a lot of our Brony fans are going to come out of the woodwork.
If you're a brony,
defend or
stand
correct
up
us
and be
when we get
proud.
stuff around.
Be proud that you're a brony. Because I feel like right now it's a dying breed. I feel like that used to be like early internet cringe stuff. Is like it's even before. I would
that's
say
pretty
even
good,
before
dying breed.
furries.
That's a
Like
good
you'd
one.
be like, oh, the bronies, and I feel like furries kind of took their
The
place.
bronies.
I'm not sure if that's true or not, but
The
it feels like
bronies
there's
are coming.
I think you're well. They were kind of at the same time because I remember
Everyone
hearing about both
remembers
of them
that
around
night
the same era.
in
I think it's just because
1770.
didn't the show quit?
6.
My Little Pony
I
Friendship
think-
is Magic.
I have no
Isn't it done?
no
When
idea.
Paul
But I don't
Reveal
think that
wrote
would just-
out
would that stop? I guess
warning
maybe.
everyone
I
the
hate them
bronies are
typing
coming.
this in. I hate them typing this in. Well, yeah, it hasn't stopped completely. Just became more niche. So if the show's not running, new fans aren't coming into
Yeah, I mean,
it,
you know,
right?
if bread isn't being baked in the factory, no one's eating. You know, so what's the point?
Exactly. The finale premiered October 12th, 2019.
They had a good run.
So yes,
This is a
it's
nice
over.
run.
Yeah, I mean, what season? How many? I hate
Oh, I
season
forgot. I'm also
47.
familiar with the Chris
Seasons.
Chan lore.
Did MLP?
You can't go to Gen 5. It's gonna
Magic
endanger
have-
this entire
It had 9
timeline.
seasons.
Not a bad run.
Need to go back to
So this is
G4.
9 seasons. This was like fresh off season 1. It hooked people.
They put the
immediately.
timeline at risk, dude.
All right, well, shit. You ready to get into this?
Yeah, as I'll ever be.
Let's do it.
All right, it's Cupcakes, and this is the original version. As mentioned, there's a second version that floats around a lot, but this is the OG from Sergeant Sprinkles.
Oh yes.
Sergeant
There was
Sprinkles
sun
definitely
shining,
sounds like
and
the
all
type
of
to write
Ponyville was having-
MLP fanfic.
And all of Ponyville was having a glorious day. The town square was bustling and crowded. Busy ponies were making their busy way through the. I know this is just. I know the whole thing's gonna be like this. I just have to lock.
You need to lock in. It's gonna be this optimistic and cheery the whole time until we get our gruesome.
Don't you
so I
guys
could
love that
murder
we're
immediately.
listening to this together?
You know, honestly, and I need to get this out. I
That
need
we're
to get my
listening to
biases
Wendigoon
out of the way first,
Specifically
right?
read this?
Okay. One of the things that annoys me so much about anyone who talks about MLP is that they replace any person pronoun with the word pony. It's like, oh, every pony or horse face.
Not gonna lie,
Here's the
that
thing.
actually
If it was
pisses
just
me
like
off.
people wholesomely enjoying the series, they'd be fine.
Oh,
I
my
don't care.
hooves are a bit
But
tired
I
today.
know
Shut the
I've
fuck up!
seen what
Take this seriously!
the
real
miscreants of the
fucking
fan
fact.
base, which is a lot of them, are capable of, and it's just so tied to the image of it, I can't separate it in my mind, and that's why I'm so violent. If this was about, what's a wholesome property from when we were kids? Like Looney Tunes, no, Looney Tunes
Dude,
is like adults like that.
G6
You know what I mean? If this was like something
Are they
that
on
was entirely
G6?
safe,
Again, we were
but I'm just,
we were basically
it's
having
just
this
in the
exact
back of my
same
head, things I've
conversation and
seen
laughing about
on the
Brodies
internet,
and
that's why I'm
stuff.
very
And I was
Judgmental,
like,
but I
violent.
understand.
yes, yeah.
I was like, what?
Anyway.
What are the different
Busy ponies were
generations? Because
making
I
their
only know
busy
about
way
like
through
the
the
old
streets.
show and then
All
the
the
new
pony
show.
folk seem to see
Like,
what I mean? See what I mean? All the pony
like the
folk
old
seem
show
to
from the
have somewhere
80s
to
and
be.
like the one
All except
with
Rainbow Dash.
Pinkie Pie and all
Her
the,
place was
you
in the
know,
sky.
Muff and
She
the
freely tore
cupcakes
through
or
the
whatever.
air, speeding one way
Um,
and the
Damn.
next. She buzzed the treetops and
And then
raced away.
she explained it was like the
Pegasus swooped
toys,
over a
referring to the
schoolyard,
toys.
much
I
to
was
the
like,
delight
oh,
of
that
the
makes way
children.
more sense. It's like,
Climbing several hundred feet,
they're
she
Hasbro
dove,
too.
going as
Like,
fast as she
like
could.
Transformers has Gen
Seconds
1
before
and
hitting
Gen
the ground,
2.
her wings flew open, and she took off back into the clear blue. Rainbow Dash felt alive.
All right, so we got a pony that can fly.
Yeah, well, a Pegasus.
So it's a Pegasus. Okay, got it. I just
A
make sure.
winged horse.
G6
Yeah,
is the newest
Right,
reboot.
thank you. Hunter.
Do they have a show or is it just the toys?
Pinkie Pie in 5 minutes. She'd gotten so caught up in her exercises that she nearly forgot.
Mm.
Also, every sentence.
I
is
love
the
when
same.
people
It's
do
the same structure.
do
Just
like
pointed that out. Pinkie had asked Dash
transitions
to meet her
like
at
the
Sugar
Transformers
Cube Corner
thing.
at 3.
Have they done
She
that
didn't
with,
say
with
why.
the
or-
the ponies?
Bomb.
You know, it's also
I'm gonna
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
where the story's going. That's not far
No,
off.
God,
Like that.
if this
wouldn't be
turned into
too
a hostage
out of-
thing of like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna blow up Pony Bank. You can't do it, Sugar Blossom.
You know what's also crazy about this? I was at a wedding this last weekend, and a guy came up to me, and he was like, he was one of the guys who was working the venue, and he's like, "Oh, Wendigoon, huge fan of your stuff, blah blah blah." He's like, "I absolutely love Creepcast, and I just signed up for the Patreon."
Shout out that guy.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. That means the world." So that guy, after shaking my hand, after touching me and making eye contact, the next thing he will see is this. I have to explain what this is to my dad now.
Rainbow Dash, listen. I got a bomb and a gun. I'm planning on robbing the bank on Sugar Cube Corner. You gotta be there at 3. Of course, there's gonna be innocent lives lost.
Do the ponies have like defense capabilities?
Ponies?
Like, do they have a police force?
Oh,
Yeah.
you'd have
It's
to
gonna be
imagine.
both.
The
They're
horse
both
isn't
not
My
out
Little
yet.
Pony.
You
What
know,
about
well, they
what
probably
about
have wizards or
G5,
something. Aren't they all
the one
magical
that
and shit?
grew into
Well, I
this
mean, like, there's a
timeline?
Pegasus, so I
Is,
imagine they fly. Yeah, here's a cop.
did that get a show?
They have a cop. Does ACAB apply to these?
Because
No,
G4 is
absolutely.
like
ACAB applies to everything, sir.
Law enforcement.
the one
there's
that
a
everyone
wiki
knows,
page where I
right?
forget how. Law enforcement characters who work or have worked in law
Thanks to
enforcement.
I'm not gonna say who.
includes- All right, I'm not gonna.
It
read
was
all
the
these names
bronies.
'cause people will be like, you mispronounced it wrong. You forgot about this one, but there's multiple. There's multiple.
You guys know that
photos
one
of
clip of
in some
you guys know that
public
clip of Kanye failing the QuickTime event? I'm not gonna say which type of doctor. It was a Jewish doctor. That's me with like Brodies and stuff. It's like I'm not gonna say who. It was a furry.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Sorry, I just feel like it's lazy to put on a whole podcast while we do stuff. If you guys want, go check out the My Little Pony creepypasta from Creepcast. Yeah, no, that's exactly how the clip goes. I don't know if you've seen like so and so fails the QuickTime event, but that's basically it. It's like, I'm not gonna say which doctor, and then you see like a little like QuickTime event prompt to like push X to like something, and he fails it, and he's like, it was a Jewish doctor. After the town, so far away, we wait for the day. I mean, like, if you guys want me to read something like that, then I think that's funny. But like, I don't know. I don't want to listen to a whole video of someone else's in the background. This ain't that type of show. You got to hear Hunter make a funny. Hopefully that's enough to inspire you guys to go watch it. All our lives also wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Perhaps. Also, I apologize. I want to change the shading on this. I want to shade the other side. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. I've noticed I do this a lot too, is I draw the outline of the nose on the wrong side. Like how I'm changing it now, I'll like draw the shading on the side without the outline. I feel like the shading should go on the side with the outline, like I'm doing here. All the lifetime lost in 1,000 days, through the fire and the flames. Don't have to change too much, please. Yeah, so just, I'll just take that out real quick just to give you an idea. So like, so you saw like I was doing, I put like the shading on this side, but because of the outline, I don't know, art lessons with the unprofessional, it looks way cleaner to like do the shading on the side with the outline, if that makes sense. As opposed to on the side with the outline, then you're kind of like, it's kind of like cutting against the grain, if that makes sense. It's like you already have the outline set up, so it makes the shadow look a lot cleaner. You work with the grain. Bobby on the sundown, Bobby on the moonlight, So far away, we wait for the day, for the lives also wasted and gone. Of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Oh, dude, it's our favorite. Ma. Work it, girl, work it. Work it for the Emperor. It sounds kind of like Vegeta. Poker face. Get about the way of my poker face. Kakarot, look what I can do. Show him what I got. Oh, she's so pretty. I think it's the lips. I like how I did the lip. Get it by, no version me and my poker face. Which one was it where he just like starts screaming at the end? Oh, I think it was Can't Stop. We didn't start the fire. Oh, God, buddy. Are you ready, brothers? That's an idea. I could draw all of us as as Legionnaires. Would you guys be down for that Warhammer artwork? I really want to get into Warhammer, but I literally cannot handle another hobby. I want to get into it with my friends, but I simply cannot. I do not have the time. Call me a LARPer, but I would rather be able to draw stuff still. Dead on the mark is what we will deliver tonight. Deliver tonight. It's triumph for the soul. We'll make you shiver tonight. We'll make you shiver tonight, yeah. You will remember the night you were struck by the side of. That's how our fight with AI is. We are the Emperor's finest. They are the enemies of man. We will fight to our last breath against the machine, brothers. For the Emperor! Who's our Emperor? If we're the Legionnaires against AI, who is our Emperor for artwork? Is it Da Vinci? Do you think Da Vinci would have used artwork AI? There's a tier list someone hasn't made yet. Which famous artist would use AI? Definitely Andy Warhol, that bitch. I hate whoever likes Andy Warhol, that lazy son of a bitch just copy pasting the same thing 4 times over. One of the worst artists of all time, Andy Warhol. Up there with Pablo Picasso. I fucking hate Pablo Picasso. That is such a 60s, like, ooh, we're breaking, ooh, we're so, look at us, ooh, we're so awesome and epic and breaking, I don't know, being cool. I don't know, people just being all bougie in the 60s and shit. Be like, ooh, look how abstract it is. Look how awesome this is. Like, fuck you. I hate abstract artwork. It's shitty. Abstract art is just an excuse to draw bad. You're telling me Pablo Picasso went from drawing traditionally and then he drew abstract and people were just like, ooh, it's so different. It's like, no, it's not. It's shit. Shut the fuck up. And he got paid millions of dollars for drawing worse than everybody else. Abstract art is the greatest lie of all time. Get the fuck out of here with that. Bob Ross, definitely. We definitely. Who else could it be? He's literally the best. That's just a happy little accident. Telling us that it's okay to mess up. You make things better. Van Gogh probably would have. Van Gogh is like the pinnacle of tortured artists. Like, every time I think about Van Gogh, I just feel so bad for Van Gogh. I hope wherever he is now, he's happy because damn, did he deserve it. Man, I have crazy sympathy for Van Gogh. I don't think he would have. I think if anything, he would have been more depressed seeing people make money off of AI art. That's a thing, though. You wouldn't have, Goody. You draw shitty like that now, and people don't even care. but you just happen to be lucky and be somebody like Picasso. Like, you could draw the exact same thing. You could have drawn the exact same thing, and people would have said, dude, that's gay. And then people look at the same thing, but Picasso draw it, and because he has that name recognition, they're like, oh my gosh, it's worth millions. I fucking hate abstract art and Pablo Picasso. It's like, yeah, you're gonna like it. You put it in your house, but you are not telling me how that is as expensive as it is. Fuck that. Making me think Picasso painted all that with the blood of innocence or some shit. Oh, I hate abstract art. You just got me pissed off. Oh man, I hate Pablo Picasso. Where's the we didn't start the fire? I just want to listen to that one. I don't care about these other ones. Here it is. Well, technically no, because it's not the art that does it, it's people's reaction to it. Like, if it wasn't as popular as it still is, I would not nearly be as pissed off about it. Okay, it's fine. Again, if it brings emotion out of you, if you like that, but like, you're telling me he got paid all that money to draw worse than everyone else. That's just aggravating. It's the exact same thing with AI. It's like, you're telling me you're firing people just to have worse work made by a robot. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? How does that make sense? For the Emperor! How's that? If you're talking about them realizing that AI was a mistake, I don't think they are. Maybe some of them, like what Instagram recently did, maybe yeah, they're like walking back their decisions, but the companies with FU money, they don't care. They'll just keep doing AI stuff. And that's where all these companies want to go, is they want to not have to pay people and to just use AI. That's why they're still developing everything with the data centers. They don't care. That's why we need more like legislation and stuff to at least job security, right?
Keep believing, march of ruin, sail, angels rise, and heretics wear the galaxy's forever war. 42nd millennium roar. We didn't start the fire.
This is me screaming about AI,
While the war was shining.
voiced by AI, funnily enough.
No, we didn't light it, but we'll have to fight it. We didn't start the fire. It was
Ah!
was shining. We didn't start the fire. No.
But yeah, no, that would have pissed me off so much. Oh, Picasso just made another $8 million drawing that. Meanwhile, I get 6 Reddit updates. I feel so accomplished. I feel like this is so worth it. Yeah, that really sucks. Elon too, like, it sounded like when the whole AI debate was first started, Elon was kind of like, well, not really, I guess. He was kind of like, if I remember right, they were like clips of him like talking about like how dangerous AI was, but I guess I don't remember him ever saying like he was totally against it. But definitely, yeah, that is one thing. Probably second to fucking up the Epstein files so bad. I hate this administration for how supportive they are of AI development. That was so sad to see JD Vance on Joe Rogan. Have to see him just pitter patter around the whole Epstein thing. It's like we all know you guys fucked that up on purpose. We know. I literally don't understand how you could fuck up like quite possibly one of the most slam dunk presidencies. Like, you have a majority, everyone's on your side, you're doing all these cool shits, getting your legislation across. 4th of July coming up, and then the Epstein files is like, I literally think the Epstein files broke something in Trump. Like he went full bad guy. Like he just flipped the switch completely. It's like, what? What do you mean stop talking about the Epstein files? What? It was literally like the scene in The Amazing Digital Circus when, like, after Jax pushes the button and then this is sad. This isn't funny. This is sad, but like Jax pushes the button to release the Epstein files, and then Trump, as in Kane, comes out in the white screen. It's like, oh, so everyone's a pedophile in the government, huh? Okay. There are no good guys. I've always said this. If you vote for career politicians, you are the problem. You, Republican or Democrat, you need to look at your local politicians and see, like, have they done anything, or are they just trying to stay in power always? Because that's all it is it's just been a back and forth forever. It's like, this guy says he's gonna make the country better, and he tries, quote unquote tries, and he doesn't deliver, and things still suck. Okay, so let's elect a guy from the different party. Asmongold said something similar to this. Things still suck. Let's elect a guy from a different party. Oh, things still suck. Let's elect a guy from the other party. Things still suck. It just keeps going like that. My solution would just be to get rid of everybody, start fresh, kick anyone that's been in the government, you know, for multiple terms. Just kick them out. Only start with the fresh people. That would be my solution, but people are too scared to do that. To vote people out. They're too blinded by party lines. They'll get better one day? You think so? But no, that's the other thing we gotta understand about the Epstein files. Is like, while everyone's distracted on it about Epstein, is like there are probably hundreds of other Epsteins, maybe not as bad, but still operating in the world. Like, it sucks, but like, we've had terrible rulers since long before Epstein, and we'll continue to have them since long after Epstein. Like, just think about like how barbaric society used to be like thousands of years ago. It's like there's nothing's really changed in that regard. People just look and act differently. We have different clothes and different societal norms, but stuff like that's always happened. But the saying I've come up with is that the absence or the abundance of evil does not mean that there should be an absence of good. Keep trying to do whatever you can, regardless of whatever else. You yourself should be a good person. Hopefully you can inspire others, but if not, you can at least put some goodness into the world to help at least a little bit. Just because everyone walks the open road doesn't mean that we can't choose to walk the narrow road. And just because some people do nothing doesn't mean that we can't do something. That's a good line from Castlevania, is the only thing it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. I think everyone remembers where they were when they first heard this song. Like, if you heard this song IRL, like actual boss music, that's like a 9/11. That's like everyone remembers where they were when they heard Golden Wind, when they heard those piano keys. Muda, 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 muda. Be gone, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls! I forget how the rest of it goes.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Ah, fuck, again, I forget how it goes. Your words are as empty as your soul. Damn, I wish I remembered the lines better. Your lies are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you? I love old game lines. Obviously. Did you guys like my reading of the Symphony of the Night prologue? I hope you did. Oh, this uses the updated version, but I like this remix.
Die now and leave this world.
You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me.
Dio's voice actor, by the way, for Dracula.
With praise and tribute.
See, he had practice.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom. Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice? All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy. You're nothing but a blind.
That's what it is. I think I was getting the new and old lines confused.
Hatred and lies. Fight for them. And die for their sins.
Ah ha 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 ha. This music is making me want to go slay some vampires. Making me want to go hunt down some Epsteins. Like, is Epstein the modern Dracula? Basically is what I was saying. And I know that sounds kind of out of pocket. But it sounds kind of out of pocket, but it also, like, you think about someone like Vlad the Impaler, Dracula, like, just this almost mythical figure that becomes a terror, a horror story, is like, I don't know, that kind of reminds me in a way of like this almost mythical in the way some people spin it, you know, evil doing. Not even to mention like all the supposed like satanic, like cultish behavior that was going on. Like, the more I think about it, the more actually it sounds like kind of on par. Like, I feel like in a few years or so, you'll have people like, because like, I think it's inarguable that Trump was involved, at least to some extent now. But like, even before like all of that stuff came out, you already had people like making villains. Maybe they weren't all good, but you had people like basing villains off of Trump and stuff in media. I do feel like in a couple years or so, you'll start to see villains in media and stuff like that start to have parallels to Epstein. I think it is inarguable to say that the cultural impact people like Epstein and Diddy have had on the cultural zeitgeist. Thank you for listening to the ramblings of a madman. I hope this ends up looking good. I don't know what it is. I just... James, she's so cute. Thank you for blessing me with the opportunity to draw Misaki Yoshi. I don't know why I combined Italian and Japanese there, but bear with me. It's going somewhere, trust. I would be happy to draw her more. Oh my gosh, is that the Tipsy Segajaki fan, also known as Limit? Everyone, please give Limit a happy early birthday. Tomorrow is Miss Somebody's someday. Sure. What somebody likes her birthday off? Well, technically I cheated. I have a birthday calendar because there are a lot of people who've got birthdays for it. But it would be my pleasure to draw something for Miss Limit. And I hope all has been well. Of course. Just busy? Ah. Well, I hope you are getting enough breaks, drinking enough water, and I hope you have a very special birthday tomorrow. Doesn't have to be now, but you know, you can always ask me to draw you something especially because it might be late now. And I am happy to draw something for one of my day one's limit. I love this song. It sounds so somber. The cheesecake, awesome. I feel like that's one of the easier cakes to make. I've been trying to make a few actually. Been trying to bake more. Did you try it already? How is it? Are you saving it? I had an idea. You're saving it for tomorrow. Good on you. I'm sure your mom snuck a bite to make sure it's good for your birthday. Nah, cheesecakes are pretty easy. At least I think. I've made 3 and they all came out pretty alright. I had an idea. Okay, guys, stick with me here. Grape cheesecake. Or just normal cheesecake, right? Grape jelly on top. Maybe some purple food coloring in there to make it look ooh purple. What do you guys think? Yum or the fuck is wrong with you? I was just thinking about cake flavors. I was like, I don't think grape is a big cake flavor. But I feel like grape jelly goes well with a lot of desserts. None come to mind, but yeah, grape flavored cake. That doesn't sound bad, right? Well, maybe it sounds bad. It doesn't sound horrible, right? Okay, I get the feeling I'm alone here. I'm just gonna stop talking about that. I'll just never cook anything again. Thank you. Okay. I can see where you're all coming from. Okay. Is James still in the house? James? How light does her hair go if I'm gonna add highlights? I'm assuming James is still here. Also, Limit, you've got a few OCs. I'm drawing some summer art for Master Mutations here, and then this one's is for James, Catboy. I could draw some summer art for one of yo characters. That's actually what the thumbnail is. There's a art collab between me and a few people. Summer art, yay! That time of year that I don't have time to enjoy. That'd be nice. Send it. Tell me which of your OCs. Give me your OC, your boots, and your motorcycle. Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. I still can't believe. I still can't believe there's a band that entirely makes songs based off of Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. You recently redrew one of your OCs? Amazing. Phenomenal. I really do like your art style. It's been a pleasure to watch you grow as an artist. When you post, like, once every 2 months. But yeah, it doesn't have to be that one. If you want to just pony up an OC, hand it over. I would happily make some art for, again, one of my day ones. Starting to think James is not here, so I'll just keep doing this, and hopefully it is not terrible transgression against him and his ancestors. Hopefully I'm not bringing shame upon his ancestors with this artwork. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your whole family. The summer solstice, is that what we're sacrificing them for? I was thinking about drawing Sipa, since everybody loves Sipa, but we'll see. Like I said, I really wanted to get The ones done for you and for James. Because why would I? And down, and down, through the darkness we could find ourselves in time before we lose our mind. Every inside, it's written in our blood. Two souls collide, our roots beneath the flood. We've lost control. Angels with bells to tow. No, we can't hide. Look at that Itadori Yuji profile picture. Ah, Alien Girl. I remember her. And she got a name too? Absolutely beautiful, Miss Limit. I shall promptly get to work on that. You know, not promptly after this. You have to fight Master Mutations to take his spot. All we've inside, it's written in our blood. Two souls divide. Yeah, just summer art. I could design a swimsuit for her, or just do like a summer outfit. Also, Limit is texting on Discord for my main audience that does not know why I'm talking to myself. All inside, it's written in our blood. Two souls divine, lay roots beneath the flood. I lost control. Angels with bells to tow. Oh, we can hide. Okay, just stripey, maybe put a bow on there. You can feel free to give as many or as little specifics as you like. Master is waiting with his arm raised for that arm wrestling contest. Oh, here it is, that song. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. She gotta go, alright. See ya, Limit. Your motorcycle. Again, someone please explain to me how this song works. Yes, sir. Please don't hurt me. I'll give you my mo. Please don't hurt me. The main riff reminds me of Thor's hammer. If you guys don't know the name of the song, I guarantee you've all heard this before. This song is called Thor's Hammer. In case you've been looking for it forever like I was and you're like, what the fuck is it called? It's called Thor's Hammer. Uh-huh, see, you've been looking for it, haven't you? That one cool-ass song that everyone uses, but nobody knows the name of. I was like you. I was like him. I was like you. The song is so old too, that's a thing. And it's held up as like one of the coolest songs forever. I remember when they used this for Death Battle, Chuck Norris versus Sega Tanjiro. Ooh, I remember. The strongest song in history versus the strongest song of today. I love everything about this song. I just wish it was longer. I wish I didn't have to replay it by hand manually. And that's what I'm gonna do. I will not apologize. And if you don't think this song is epic, then get out. Don't go, I'll miss you. Don't go. I need you. I don't know why I keep doing the Pickles voice. And Pickles to Jimmy. No sound of it. Yeah, dude, this song is so tough. This is from the anime Kengan Ashura. I love it. Quite possibly my favorite anime. It's called Heated Battle. If it helps to find the artist, it's by Kenji Fujisawa. Heated Battle. You know that totally made it in the trash can by the sound of the can hitting the floor. And this next song is by Aaron Yeager. All I ever wanted to do was do the right thing. If I lose it, I'll slip and fall. I will never look away. If I lose it, I'll lose it, I'll lose it all. If I lose it all outside the wall, live to fight another day. I'm in just here too. All I ever wanted to do was know it's out there. Oh, yeah. Oh. You're just too young, innocent and innocent. Sim, S-I-M, the guys that made this song, The Rumbling. They actually made one of the openings for Kengan Ashura, one of my favorite songs. The opening was shit, but I love the song. It's queued up next. You probably heard me play it before. It's called Red. I just love giving fun bits of trivia like that, you know? If I lose it all, slip and fall, would you laugh at me? If I lose it all, I Dude, that one Elden Ring edit I put in the Discord that used the grumbling, 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 it's coming, rumbling, grumbling. By the way, Gucci, I noticed you are notably absent from the OC light up here, buddy. You got any? Any last minute additions? Yeah, QT. You haven't made much? Alright. Master is like the Smash Brothers audience. Goody, goody, goody. I'm in white, I'm in white. We all bleed the same bread. Isn't this song hard as fuck? Homer. I mean Comer. I mean Cromer. You'll have to remind me. Marge! Marge, I'm an OC again. Remember before we were famous? I was just a Steven Hillenburg Carol's original character. Marge! March, it was 4 months ago. Don't you remember? Oh, that guy with profile picture. How would I make a swimsuit out of that? That would be challenging. Merge. Can he talk like Homer now? Just because I started doing it. Merge. He doesn't know any more Homer lines besides Marge.
In all my years of living, it isn't very often that I get pissed off. I try to chill with the waves, but damn, you crossed the line.
Aren't we missing someone for this? You remember? It was on my feed though, and I really like this song. We can't listen to more Epic until she gets here, but we can listen to old Epic. We can listen to ones we've already listened to. Or ones you guys really want. I think it's the drums. I really like, I don't know, I just really like this song. It sounds very epic. Ourselves.
You are the worst kind of good, 'cause you're not even great. A Greek who reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate. 'Cause you fight to save lives, but won't kill and don't get the job done. I mean, you totally could have avoided all this had you just killed my son. But no. You are far too nice. Mercy has a price. It's the final crack. We're about to break the ice now. You reveal your name, then you let him live. Unlike you, I've got no mercy left to give. 'Cause ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
I don't know, just like the lyrics and like the instrumental and everything. I really like this song. It doesn't sound like a proper song. It sounds like a boss battle. I think that's why I like it. Oh no, and like that's probably a conversation that would be good to have like when we listen to more of it, but like I don't know, you see people LARPing on like TikTok as like what do you call it? Fuck, what's the word? Sorry. You see people LARPing on TikTok as like pagans and stuff. They're like, Aphrodite loves you. It's like I saw a video on this by some guy. He was like how Skyrim gets paganism right, and it is that Greeks and Romans back in the day, by far, they did not worship their gods out of like a kinship like Christians today. Like that's really what modern pagans are trying to do, is like they're trying to put Christianity into everything because they want religion like Christianity is, but they can't help but hate Christianity because of like they don't understand it or because of how they were raised or whatever. Because, and again, Skyrim gets this right, is like you didn't worship the gods back in the day, the pantheon, because you liked them. You worshiped them because you didn't want them to fuck you over for no reason. Like they were not just like you think about like Perseus and Athena giving him his shield, and you're like, oh hey, Athena's really cool. But you also forget like Athena cursed Medusa because she got R-worded in her temple by Poseidon. Like just look at Zeus. Like he banged anything that moved and would oftentimes turn them into an animal or something to get out of it. Like these were not good, benevolent deities. And that's what Skyrim gets right, is like how people worship the Daedra and stuff in that universe. Is like, no, they will screw you over, and it's your fault. It's not your fault, but like you're gonna be to blame. And like Poseidon getting mad about his son is like a perfect example, because A, it was kind of the Cyclops' fault, you know, like Odysseus and his men, they were expecting, you know, like Greek hospitality because that's how their culture is. And then the Cyclops eats them. So of course they're gonna retaliate. Of course, Odysseus didn't know that the Cyclops was Poseidon's son. Completely other argument, Poseidon is an absent father. He doesn't give a fuck about that Cyclops. He ain't raised in that Cyclops. But he's his dad, so of course the Cyclops crying out to him, Poseidon's just like, oh, I get to go fuck with a mortal now. How about that? And the other thing is that it really doesn't matter that he survived because there's an alternate universe where Homer wrote that story where Odysseus killed the Cyclops. Where Odysseus killed the Cyclops and Poseidon still gets mad about it. Like the only reason Poseidon knows is because his son prayed to him. Like there's an alternate universe where the Cyclops gets killed by Odysseus and Poseidon just knows that he died and seeks out retribution. Like that happens all the time in like the one story, like I forget the character, but he kills his son and he tries to feed him to Zeus, and Zeus just knows. He's like, you're gay. You're dead now. You're not dead, but you're gonna be tortured for eternity. And even then, for every story you have of Zeus being cool like that and giving out, you know, what we would call just punishment, you have like 10 different stories where he bangs someone as a goat or whatever. And that's what I was trying to explain to Clover last time too, and she was like, turn it off on the Zeus song. And I was like, if it wasn't Zeus, it was gonna be the next, you know, whoever the most powerful guy was after Zeus. Like, again, like Poseidon, like Medusa, right there. But don't worry, Aphrodite loves you. So many ignorant people out there. I worship Hermes. You don't know a damn thing about Hermes. He will put a plague upon your house. Anyone that legitimately likes Aphrodite like that is polygamous. They're not monogamous. Aphrodite was the whole reason the Trojan War started. I'm pretty sure, if I remember that rightly. She was the whole reason, like, Helen of Troy got stolen from Sparta. Or Helen of Sparta got turned into Helen of Troy. I might be confused, but she definitely had something to do with it. And if it's not the Trojan War, then there's at least multiple circumstances of of Aphrodite being like, oh, they'd make a cute couple, and then chaos ensues. Aphrodite is basically the original version of whoever the Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey writers are. She basically just wanted to write romance novels that were cheesy and bad. Quite literally, Aphrodite is the equivalent to the 50 Shades of Grey writer. She made something so bad that people started a war over it. She's like, oh, you'd be cute in Troy. Agamemnon's like, man! And everyone's like, we're doing this for a bitch, aren't we? Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And 10 years later. All right, thanks, Odysseus. Hey, say hi to your wife for me. And then he forgot to say hi to his wife when he got home for him. Agamemnon, actually, I'd always heard his name, but I never knew his story because obviously it's called the Odyssey and not the Agamemnosy. So I finally looked him up, and apparently just a summary of like his whole thing is before the Trojan War started, he killed one of his daughters for good luck. And then when he came back from the Trojan War with Helen of Troy, he like immediately died. Yeah, hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I'll give you the Google description. He's got a sick name though. Like I remember Batman, like in the Tower of Babel storyline, you know, where he has like all the protocols against the Justice League. His whole like protocols are like called, or like one of his keywords is Agamemnon. I don't know, Agamemnon, it just sounds cool. Alright, this is Wikipedia. In Greek mythology, Agamemnon was the king of Mycenae who commanded the Achaeans during the Trojan War. He was the son or grandson in some interpretations of King Atreus. Oh my gosh! Atreus. And Queen Arope, the brother of Menelaus, and the husband of Clit. I'm not joking. Clytemnestra, the father of Iphigenia and fuck you, Greece. Legends make him the king of Mycenae and Argos, the thought to be different names for the same area. Agamemnon was killed upon his return from Troy by Clytemnestra in an older version of the story by her lover, Aegisthus. Yeah, it sucks because Agamemnon, they actually show like the pronunciation for it. None of the other names have the pronunciation next to it. Etymology. Different etymologies have been proposed for the name Agamemnon. According to one view, the name means very steadfast, unbowed, or resolute. This is based on the interpretation of the name as a compound word, compromising elements the fuck you, Greece. Others say his name means to think on, provide for, with the overall meaning very mindful. Yet another proposal derives the second part of the compound word, whatever that is, to be inclined, to wish eagerly, to strive, for the overall meaning of very eagerly wishing. Linguist proposes a relationship with Vedic Sanskrit Agni on etymological functional basis. I am sorry you have to listen to this. I like forces, but we're gonna. Here, this is more fitting. See, we actually get to read something like you were hoping for earlier. Agamemnon was a descendant of Pelops, son of Tantalus, according to the common story as told in the Iliad and Odyssey of Homer. Agamemnon and his younger brother Menelaus were the sons of Atreus, king of Mycenae, and Arope, daughter of the Cretan king Catreus. However, according to another tradition, Agamemnon and Menelaus were the sons of Atreus, son Cleisthenes, with their mother being Arope Cleolia, or Ephraimithus. Zeus! Is this how you write your names, coward? Agamemnon's father, Atreus, murdered the sons of his twin brother Thyestes and fed them to Thyestes. Oh, so this, okay. I think that's the guy actually I was talking about earlier with Zeus. Nobody cares. Just get to the Troy part. Get to the where the story starts. In Sparta, Agamemnon and Menelaus respectively married Tyndareus' daughters, Clemenstra and Helen. In some stories, such as Iphigenia at Alus by Euripides, Clytemnestra was already married to Tantalus, and Agamemnon murders him and the couple's infant son before marrying Clytemnestra. Menelaus succeeded Tyndareus in Sparta. I'm so sorry. While Agamemnon, with his brother's assistance, drove out Aegisthus and Thyestes to recover his father's kingdom. Get to the names I know, like Atreus is good, you know. Get to like Achilles and stuff like that. Everyone knows those ones. We're just gonna start to the Trojan War. No wait, what? So they mentioned Helen. Did he marry Helen, or did his brother marry Helen? With his brother's assistant drove them out. I'm just gonna say them instead of saying some whack ass name. He extended his dominion by conquest and became the most powerful prince in Greece. The number of children Agamemnon and Clemenstra had varies according to the source. In the Iliad, Agamemnon states he has 3 daughters. He has 1 son and 2 daughters in another. Agamemnon's famished history has been tarnished by murder, incest, and treachery, consequences of the heinous crime perpetrated by his ancestor Tantalus. And then a curse placed upon Pelops, son of Tantalus, by Mithrilus, whom he had murdered in... Okay, well now we're missing part of the story, so I'm gonna look up Helen. Mention Helen and not say what happened. Helen, commonly known as Helen of Troy and sometimes Helen of Sparta, is a figure in Greek mythology said to have been... Should we just read the Iliad at this point? She was believed to have been the daughter of Zeus by Leda or Nemesis, and the sister of Clemenstra, Castor. She was first married to King Menelaus of Sparta, who became by her father of Hermione. Didn't think this is made by J.K. Rowling, huh? Okay, so she was Menelaus's wife. See, they leave parts out. Like, they say she married the Prince of Troy. Or she married Paris of Troy. Maybe they went to Paris in Troy. In her youth, she was abducted by Theseus. Ooh, wow, I didn't know that about Theseus. Fuck you now, Theseus. When are the Theseus files coming out? All of her other suitors were required to swear an oath, promising to provide military assistance if Helen were ever stolen from him. The applications of the oath precipitated the Trojan War. When she married Menelaus, she was still very young in most accounts, including Homer's. Helen ultimately fell in love with Paris and willingly went with him to Troy, though there are also stories in which she was abducted. Anyway, so that bitch did that. Back to Agamemnon. Agamemnon gathers the reluctant Greek forces to sail for Troy in order to recruit Odysseus, who's feigning madness so as not to have to go to war. Agamemnon, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Odysseus is just like, I don't want to go. Leave me out of it. Agamemnon sends Palamedes, who threatens to kill Odysseus' infant son Telemachus. Odysseus is forced to stop acting mad in order to save his son and joins the assembled Greek forces, preparing to depart from Aluis, a port in Boeotia. Agamemnon's army incurs the wrath of the goddess Artemis, although the myths give various reasons for this. In one, Artemis is angry, for she predicts that so many young men will die at Troy, which happened. Whereas in another, Agamemnon has slain an animal sacred to Artemis, subsequently boasts that he is her equal in hunting. Misfortunes, I can see both of those equally happening. Once again, citing how dickish the Greek pantheon were. Misfortunes, including a plague and lack of wind, prevent the army from sailing. Hey, that music synced up, didn't it? Finally, the prophet Calchas announces the wrath of the goddess can only be propitiated by the sacrifice of Agamemnon's daughter, Iphigenia. Depictions, different versions differ on how willing either father or daughter are to this fate, but Agamemnon said, hey, I made a promise to my little brother that I would go save his wife if she ever got abducted. Anyway, her death appeases Artemis and the Greek army set out for Troy. Several alternatives have been presented in Greek mythology. During the war, but before the events of the Iliad, Odysseus contrives a plan to get revenge on Palamedos for threatening his son's life before forging the letter from Priam, king of the Trojans, and catching some gold in Palamedes' tent. Zeus! Sorry, force of habit. Anyway, Odysseus sets this guy up as revenge for threatening to kill his son, and then Agamemnon has him stoned to death. Next time we'll pick a book with easier words. The Iliad tells the story of the quarrel between Agamemnon and Achilles in the final year of the war. In Book 1, following one of the Achaean army's raids. Again, big words. Anyway, they get fucked, and then Agamemnon is visited in a dream by Zeus, who says, hey, you're really bitching out. Get your men under control and go raid Troy again. After several days of fighting, including duels between Menelaus and Paris, and between Ajax and Hector, the Achaeans are pushed back to the fortifications around their ships. In Book 9, Agamemnon, having realized Achilles' importance in winning the war, sends ambassadors begging for Achilles to return, offering him riches and the hand of his daughter in marriage. Achilles refuses because he's like the only good person in the story, I think. And then Achilles says, come with me if you want to live. Anyway, Agamemnon and Achilles realize that they are gay lovers once again. And they have a javelin throwing contest to show how big each other's dick is. Anyway, Agamemnon is a puny little bitch compared to Achilles. See, you have no idea what I'm making up now and what I'm not, because the Greeks were so homosexual. Anyway, Agamemnon gets told that he has BDE, and then after Achilles died, he was really cool until he sprained his heel, you know. Agamemnon and Menelaus award Achilles' armor to Odysseus. Bet he wouldn't lose that over the next 10 years or so. This angers Ajax. Ajax considers killing them, but this story ain't about him. Anyway, after the capture of Troy, yeah, we just skipped over that part. The doomed prophecies and Agamemnon takes some women, because that's what they did back then, and Agamemnon is proven to be kind of a dick so far. Return to Greece in death. After a stormy voyage that didn't take 10 years like somebody, Agamemnon and Cassandra land in Argolis, or in another version are blown off course. Again, not for 10 years like somebody. When Agamemnon comes home, he is slain by Aegisthus, or his wife, because you remember he kind of killed his daughter because either someone was being a little bitch deity or something. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, basically Agamemnon you know, TLDR, he made a promise to his brother. He was like, I'm gonna get your bitch back. But then through happenstance, he had to kill his daughter to appease a goddess who is being a bigger bitch. But anyway, he killed his daughter, and then he went, and then Trojan War ensues, as you know, as it does. And then he comes back, and his wife was like, yeah, my daughter's still dead, and kills him anyway. And Odysseus said, I'll be back. Yeah, we all got that, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like my storytelling. I worked really hard on that. Let me know the next time you want me to read something. If it's gonna be another Greek thing, at least make it be someone I've heard of before. I would much rather prefer all the Yasu instead of whatever the hell that was. That's kind of like the most interesting part is like hearing all that about Odysseus, you know, the guy we actually care about. It's like, yeah, I don't want to go to your stupid fucking war because your brother lost his bitch. Like, he's like, I'm gonna kill your son. And he's like, that's crazy. There really were no winners from the Trojan War, I think. Anyway, right now Master is looking up some MLP fanfic for me to read, for me to recite for the class. Would you guys be down for that? Just a reading stream? Every like 20 minutes you get my ASMR sip of water. That reminds me of Deathclock. I think Deathclock had something exactly like that. Nathan Explosion reads Shakespeare. I kind of want to listen to that now.
Backflow.
Alright, we'll listen to a couple minutes of this.
Uh-oh. Can you hear my phone? Whatever. Alright.
This is what a reading stream for me would be
Translating
like.
my name's Nathan Explosion. I'm reading for, Othello. Which is, I think it's a candy bar. Isn't that right? It's a candy bar, right, Othello? Or is that Nutella? That ain't a candy bar, that's a spread. Nathan Explosion reading for Othello. That still sounds like food to me. Still sounds like a snack. Like, some kind of chocolatey snack. You know?
You can't tell me this is
You know
exactly
what I
what you were
mean?
thinking of.
You know what I mean? All right. I can't believe we're doing another one of these, but they must be doing really well in order for me to do a third. I mean, they must be doing really, really well for me to come in here and do a third. Nathan Explosion, me reading Nutella. Othello, sorry.
Yeah,
Did you hear that creaking? Anyway, we're jumping into page 100, starting from there, and hopefully the audience will pick up what's going on. Fucking Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Guy could have used an editor. Page 100. I start off, there's a line on top, it doesn't even say who says it. Just the line sitting there. Here's a change indeed. Audience is intrigued.
You know they were
Whoever
just
that
like
character
making
is.
this. They were like
Whoever that character is that says
just
that.
bullshit around the
exits.
people who like it.
They're gone. That's it. It doesn't even mean anything. Now they're gone. And then Desd, which I guess is Desdemona. Which sounds like a lady. I was gonna say this. Here goes. Are you recording? 'Tis meet I should be used so very meet. We're off to a bad start. What the fuck does that mean? 'Tis meet I should be used so very meet. That's the first line. You know what that means? To be nothing. 'Tis meet, M-E-E-T. How have I been behaved that he might stick? The smallest opinion on my least misuse. Oh, man. Enter Iago with Amelia. Iago, what's your pleasure, madame? How is't with you? Then in parentheses, the number 125. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck?
Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? You guys pick out a book for me, and I'm so down to. Hold on, we're putting this in the Discord. So funny. You guys pick out a book and we'll do a reading stream. Since you guys love my voice for some reason, I don't know why. And I will try and make it funny. For some reason.